I happen to be a SillyPseudonym. This happens to be a Nova Drift. What are we doing? I just don't know. But there are things we can experiment with. And see what happens. Thank you. Took your time getting there, but you got there. Happy to see this boost. Siphon is nice. But Halo, I think, is even nicer. Carrier. Courser. I so rarely try Courser with this sort of build. Let's try it this time. Let's make this even weirder. Unfortunately, the old Barrage build that you could do with Courser no longer really works, but we could try this version of the Barrage and see how it does. Convergence. Don't like the reduction in velocity. I do like this polar inversion though. But yeah, there was a pretty strong build. Nothing amazing, but fairly strong you could put together with this Barrage. And the Blade. And the Courser. But it doesn't work quite as well as it used to. I guess we'll take some velocity. They changed the way in which the blades launch and maybe even were built. It's been so long since I played. This is back before Enemies 2.0. So it has been a while since I've seen this build. But it could be fun to try and compare. As you can see, it's decent in its current damage output, but it does suffer a bit as more of your blades explode and you cannot replace them quickly. It is a bit of an issue. With the velocity, I guess I could take this. It does also lower rate of fire though. That part's not so great. An explosive growth, you say? I suppose I'll take it then, I say. Oh, hello, cat. What are you doing? No idea. Well, as long as you do it away from the screen, that's fine with me. Get all this going. How many evolutionary niches would it take to get to it? 4 is not going to be adequate, is it? No. Do you want the volley? Do you want the rapid fire? Even the Candescence would be okay here. Snipe would be okay. The Blink into Warp Strike. Alright, let's try the Snipe. It doesn't put us any closer to the Barrage, but it's interesting at the very least. Adds a little extra damage and velocity. I'll take the Incendiary Strike now. Don't know if it's a good idea or a bad idea, truth be told, if we go down the Barrage path, but Blades, even with Barrage, seem to do some decent damage. Now this is not as exciting. I will take the Skirmish though to look for Terminate. I just want to have fun with all this nonsense. Is that too much to ask? There's some burn damage. There's also improved thrust. I'll take the Candescence to add to our burn damage. We already have two sources of burn damage, our shield and the Incendiary Strike. Maybe add a Deadly Weight to that. Oops. Thought you were an enemy comet. My apologies. Fine, I'll take the volley now. I almost called it volatile. It's not volatile, it's a volley. More explosions so we can eventually get rupture and deflagration. Why not? Plus the extra blast radius is decent by itself. I do want the magnitude, but I think I want the improved thrusters even more. I do want the high explosive, but I think I want the rate of fire increase even more. The blades get so tiny now. Warpath is interesting, but I think I just take the Mastery. I want that extra damage and velocity. Couldn't get that shielder, sad to say. Could get that explosion to the head. Is this the best place to be right now? Probably not, no. Let's be elsewhere. I hate these champion shielders. Yes, I know they're technically called cherubs, but still. There'll always be shielders in my heart. Oops. Good thing we're a fast body. Like I said, good thing we're a fast body. Maelstrom's interesting here. Halo is not a super strong shield, but it is decently strong. And I do want both of these for the volley, but I think I take this Maelstrom just for the extra defensive capabilities that provides us. Alright. I need you to die fairly soon, dear friend Omega. I have a pressing appointment with Scion. Do not wish to be late. I do enjoy the patterns this makes sometimes. The little spinny attack from Omega. It's interesting. So I need to be a little more careful here, though. Might be interesting, but no reason to try to kill myself. None of these are particularly what I want, though Purge at least gets us a little closer to the deflagration. I guess it's good enough. Don't die to anything else. Maybe you'll die to the shield. But you already see one of the problems with this version, and that is that your blades need you to stop firing to regenerate, otherwise you do not use anywhere near as many. Oops, do need to be a little more careful. You can get a very nice amount of damage when you have all your blades active. When you don't have all your blades active, well, you do less damage because you have less blades out to do damage with. 'Tis a problem. I guess we'll take the Terminate. Increases the rate of fire and kills enemies a little bit faster when their health is low enough. Alright, we'll take the focus fire. Doesn't have as huge an impact on the Courser as it does on other bodies, but it has some. Come on. There you go. If we want burnout reactors, we do need the self-destruct. And this does make our blades a little tougher, faster to build. Good things. Good things. Probably. Wrong one. Maybe once I get volley, I'll take a double tap. But now I'll take the self-destruct for the burnout reactors. Pain, ouch, pain. Unsportsmanlike conduct on the field, and all that bad stuff. The number of blades I have are slowly shrinking. All 8 blades rebuilt, so we can start firing yet again. And when we have our full complement, we do a decent amount of damage, as you can see. The problem is, of course, staying at a full complement. Don't know if Death Blossom works that well with us. Warpath is more interesting now, as is Deadly Wake. I'd love to get down to Blink. Wait, I don't need Warp Strike. What am I thinking? Blades already have Warp Strike. Never mind. Lost in the void for a second there. But Snipe and Deadly Wake are still decent enough. Snipe especially. Deadly Wake, it's okay once you have the Candescence. Not horribly strong by itself, but it can kill some of the smaller enemies for you. Also a good trigger for deflagration, if you happen to have it up and running. I do kind of want to try that, but first let's look for this Barrage. Okay, get our blades built up. Let Scion fire its lance so it's a little bit slower. Try to kill the cherub. And don't die from that lance, please. Oops, ouch, pain. Okay, lots of our blades dying to the lance, sad to say. Thank you, Terminate. Saved us so much time and effort there. Singularity, not welcome here. I do want these burnt reactors, but there's a revelation. I'm a sucker for a revelation. When I already have an explosive growth, why not? Let's double down. Get 6 instead of a mere 4 wild mods. There we go. Fine. We can have more blades, right? Alright, all 10 blades built. And there's our barrage. Now all 13 blades. Yeah, that's the real weakness of this build. In the good old days, you would still build your blades even as you were firing them. Now you have to wait for your blades to be rebuilt. And while that isn't too bad in these earlier waves, when you get to late game and the enemy spawn rate increases and their health increases and there's more explosive things on screen to kill your blades, well, yeah, it adds up. Take this double tap. That way we can build even faster. See how much faster our blades are built now in the upper right-hand corner, or left-hand corner. I know my right and my left. I've taught in primary school before. Not usually, but a few times. Only when they have absolutely no other recourse, because everyone else was sick. Pretty much has been when they invite me to the primary school side of things. Oh me, oh me. Not that the primary kids are bad or anything, but I definitely appreciate older students who you can have a little bit more in-depth conversation with, shall we say. Blades are starting to run a bit low. Let's stop firing for a second and rebuild a few. That wasn't very nice of you at all. But please don't just run into that mine. I have other things to be doing, like not dying. I'll take the magnitude. That will make up for some of the decreases from our volley and barrage and all that other stuff. Get a little bit more strength to our attacks here. Well, you had a decent shot, Comet. Doesn't always work out, but you had a decent one. Thank you for that boost. That will help make rebuilding much better. More. Give me more. Mostly experience. Going to rebuild a bit here since I've lost some of the blades, and oh dear. Splinter's interesting. It does lower rate of fire though. Sure. Splinter blades are still pretty good, even as weakened as they have been by all this other nonsense we've taken. Wish I could get that burnout reactor to reappear. For my next trick, I will make burnout reactor appear for my next upgrade. Ooh, don't like this combination. Too many shields around here. Yeah. Okay, good. Not so good that we almost died, but good that we killed off the tracers at the very least. Oh, Singularity. I'm surprised to see you here. Why couldn't you have eaten them? The convoy should have come this way. They could have come from that side. Everyone would have been happy. This does not look like a burnout reactor. This also does not look like a burnout reactor. This also does not look like a burnout reactor. This also does not look like a burnout reactor. This also does not look like a burnout reactor. This also does not look like a burnout reactor. This still does not look like a burnout reactor. There you go. See, I told you. I told you the next one would be a burnout reactor. Some of you scoffed and doubted. But burnout reactors are good, just in case you are unaware. 30% faster assembly speed for non-shield constructs, as well as 30% more rate of fire, movement, rotation, orbit speed. Self-destruct damage becomes burn damage and ignites the target for 30 burn damage per second. So we would be looking for that high explosive again, and the rupture thereafter. And construct rate of fire increases as their hull decreases, up to 50%. Pretty good things to have, if you ask me. but that should make the assembly process much faster. Hello, Seraph. Damage is still somewhat wanting compared to what I would like, but it's not horrible. Really counting on Maelstrom to save me there. Not terrible. That part's terrible, though. Should try to remember to turn off my firing when Seraph is shielded, since we're not going to do much damage against that shield. But I do still need to kill this shielder. There you go. Also need to kill this discharge turret. In 11, 12, 13. There we go. Mine Specialist does not seem wise here. Could go even faster with Streamline, but armor's good enough. Just a little damage resistance when we take damage seems like a worthwhile thing to have. Bonk. I was hoping you would not be a champion, but we can't have everything we wish for sometimes now, can we? Oh dear, yep, displacement. It's not supposed to be displacing me there. There we go. Yeah, our damage output is weak when we don't have a large number of constructs out shooting at our friend Seraph. But there's so much else going on that it's hard to completely stop firing so you can rebuild them. But maybe we'll get there. I watch out for that. More shielders. I think that's cheating. I am playing it a little too risky at times with this shield, but I do worry about finishing this fight in a reasonable time frame. Come on, terminate. Help me out here. There we go. Good shot, Golly, good shot. Don't want a charge shot. Not with this one. Maybe another time. Could just take the health increase. Bigger shield radius. Let's look for that deflagration, shall we? Nope. There we go. All right. Take a moment to breathe, contemplate. Remember to enunciate words in full sentences. Well, words in full sentences. Full sentences with words. Words into full sentences. Sure, we'll go with that. I tell you, you should try video recording at the same time as you speak. Try to both play a game well. It is definitely something I am still not good at after a year's practice. But it has given me new appreciation for content creators who are able to do both with anything like competence. It is a skill you have to develop, that is for certain, and as one I certainly have not well developed as of yet. Galvanic was tempting, but there's that rupture, which is what I need for deflagration. You almost had them, Comet. You almost had them. Oh, there you are. Problem with the Bulwark, of course, is it's harder to get some of my old tricks to work on them. But we can still do some damage. One way of just getting a lot of damage on an enemy is to screen wrap to the other side and let your blades track you down. And then they careen right into the enemy and spin until they kill them or die themselves. Very useful when you have self-destruct, and even more so when you have burnout reactors and splinter. But Bulwark, of course, has that shield on one side, so it is harder to get an angle on it. Alas. Alas, alas, alas. Come on, Singularity. I have a full complement of blades ready to go. Let's begin again. Hello again, Warbringer. Still haven't put together a deflagration for you, sad to say, but maybe rupture will be enough. Give it a little bit more time to rebuild my blades, and then we go back to the races. Still no deflagration, but this is another way of igniting enemies. I like more ways of igniting enemies. This is a nasty combination. A shielder with celestials. That's a lot of burn damage. Yeah, too much burn damage. couldn't see where to angle out of that one. Sad to say, but not surprising. Didn't get that deflagration, but decent enough. But yeah, you can see why this build is decently powerful, but it's nowhere near as powerful as it was when you would build your blades as you were firing them with Barrage. Now that you actually have to wait for the blades to be built after they die before you can fire them again, it's much harder to keep a large stack of enemies attacking everything. Of blades. Yeah. So, that tis be a Barrage blade build, at least in the current version of the game. For now, however, I do thank you all for stopping by.